Let's do this. Meanwhile... So yeah, my memories of this game basically go away at this point. I don't remember what happens until we get to Pulse.
There she is, the Palamisia, pride of the Sanctum Skyfleet. This mighty flagship currently serves as a prison for the Lassie apprehended in Nautilus.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling that there's a good reason for that lack of memory of this section.
The Lassie will face official sentencing upon the convoy's arrival in the capital.
So what's with the freak show?
So the Primarch can stand in judgment of the villainous Lassie, with their execution as the climax. The people will cheer their demise, and Fal'Cie Dominion will be undisputed.
I might even find the motivation to act out my voiced lines that I am speaking to you right now.
All part of the plan?
Yes, but it also presents an opportunity.
In a display of unwavering dedication to duty, the Primarch himself has boarded the Palamisia and focused his personal attention on resolving the Pulse crisis.
They're baiting us, trying to draw us out.
Bait, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Here are your friends. Come and get them.
Well, if they're daring us to mount a rescue, I'll take that action. All in.
Alrighty, bets are on the table. We leave when you're ready. I'll be standing by.
You know, actually, yeah, Bartholomew was a perfect Cid. He was only in one scene, and he was still just kind of badass for that whole scene.
SciComm fleet has us under surveillance.
While we're busy watching the Lindblom, you slip aboard the Palamisia.
The time is right. Our brigade will launch an all-out assault to back you up.
Okay. Not while we're here. Yeah, I've made tons of UMSs back in the day, Elizar. StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3. I mean, it's Troy Baker. He may be a bit of a dick, but he's still a great actor. Oh, just whatever, Elizar. I came up with all kinds of dumb stuff. Leveling! Ah, well, it was leveling. You literally can't, Elizar. Files do not exist anymore. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I mean, it would fit. Yeah, if there's anything I might end up cheating on, it's grinding, by the way. I should mention there is a fairly strong grind point in this game. I'll talk about it when we get there. I'm going to kind of deliberately run into it and see how badly it balances around that.
Rescuing Saz and Vanille is our top priority. We gotta play it smart this time. I'm charging in without a plan.
Really? You...
Listen to me talking strategy.
Oh my god, dude.
My dad's all right. Another cavalry unit rescued him and moved him somewhere safe. I kind of wish I could talk to him, but I guess I have to make my own choices now.
Kevin Conroy is the only Batman. I'm sorry.
Come on, let's get this show on the road. I finally found Vanille again. And I'll be damned if I'm just gonna stand around while she's in trouble.
Adam West. Adam West. Sorry, what?
There's no turning back.
There's been no turning back the entire game. Come on. Don't give me that.
This baby back here is a SciComm vessel. It'll deliver you to the Palamecia.
Oh, we're cargo now?
A parting gift to our rotting government. Take those SciComm guys apart.
And we're supposed to take on all of them? I think the whole division's on board.
I don't care how many lackeys they've got. Bring them on. Vanille's in there.
I'm sure she's fine. Vanille's tougher than I could ever be.
Hope, are you scared?
Yeah, I'm terrified. But I'll be okay. Because I have you, and this guy, and Fang. We're all in this mess. We gotta stick together.
Right. Enough with the bonding. It's go time.
Okay.
What do you mean, this guy?
I like that Snow and Hope have kind of moved past things, but my god, that's just jarring, isn't it? It's the same problem Lightning had earlier. She had a character arc that lasted about 2 scenes. It's just, oh, right. Oh, hey, it's Boobs.
I didn't expect to see you here in person, Your Eminence.
This crisis...
Yes, I mean him.
...the entirety of Cocoon, my child. You agree that standing at the fore is a leader's charge?
Wholeheartedly.
It also affords a splendid view of the impending execution.
Did you know that I am evil?
Stand by. Verifying identification code.
You let me land this bird or I'll crash her into your ass. Code verified. You're free to dock. About damn time.
No, absolutely, Moog. Like, they do everything they can to draw your attention to it, which is just eyebrow-raising. She's even got one of those little micro ties to drag the eye in that direction. I've talked about that before. Well, they'll put something around a woman's cleavage in order to make your eyes look that way. They want you to be looking at them. I agree, I don't think it's as bad as it could be, Bladeval. And don't let Valerian hear you say that.
Code red, repeat. Code red. Attention all crew, this is not a drill. Code red.
All right. Let's tear him up.
We're here for Vanille and Saz. Stay focused.
No, Giga, no! Hi, Sean. Alright, let's beat some people up. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to set my stuff. Whatever. Yeah, somebody order code red. Extra sauce. Two number 9s. Sorry.
Change of plan.
Yeah, Mr. Red. Michael Keaton? Christian Bale? Robert Pattinson? Haven't seen him. If you put a gun to my head to pick one of those 3, I'd probably go with Michael Keaton just because he's probably the best actor of that bunch.
Appreciate it.
person. Time for another approach. You looking at me?
I mean, it's worth noting Patterson is a good actor. I don't want to sound dismissive. Even though he's been stained twice, by the way.
Looks like they want to play.
No kidding. So where to?
Right up there.
Well, first he acted in Harry Potter, and then he acted in Twilight. I am shocked that wasn't more of a career poison. Paradigms. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? So Rav Com. I'm with it. I'm with it. Although she should probably be our Com. Oh, she can't be Com. Okay, never mind. Rav Com. Okay. Look up the careers of most of the actors who acted in Harry Potter sometime, Mr. Red. Like, some of them got out of that. Granted, I obviously do have my own hatred of J.K. Rowling, which has only gotten worse lately. I didn't even think that was possible, but here we are. But no, for real, like, if you look at the careers of most of the major actors in those films, people who didn't already have a career kind of stalled a bit. Oh, nice. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, anybody who didn't already have a functioning career, like Alan Rickman or oh god, the guy who played oh my god, he's in everything and I can't think of anything he's been in. He played Harry's godfather. Gary Oldman, thank you. Yeah, Gary Oldman's career is fine, because it's Gary Oldman, right? Same general concept. Okay, so Rav Com, Med Sentinel, I want a buff setup. Let's do this for maintenance. There we go. And then... I don't have one, do I? That's two. We'll do Com Medic for our last one. Just in general, Elizar? Honestly, werewolves have always been a little bit more interesting to me. I think that's mostly due to how they tend to be applied. Vampires also are wildly variant across all of fiction. Like, there's a ton of things there. Oh, hey, we're in Chapter 9. We're in Chapter 9! You know what that means. I get to pull out a game fac. Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's get this over with.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Okay, let's see. Whoa, I'm dying. Why am I dying? I was going for 5 seconds.
Thanks. You asked for it.
I've been thinking about that, Blade Taval. And I think there's one pretty interesting comparison point I can make. So Dragon Age 2, let's be clear, has it worse. If you stay on the higher difficulties. The constant spawning of way too many enemies. I have to deep run. It's just, it's too much, right? It's too much. But the thing is, Dragon Age 2 lets you crank the difficulty down. And it's one of an extremely small number of games I can point to where turning the difficulty down actually makes the game funner. Like, that's a rarity. I'm not sure if that applies here. There is ultimately only way to test one way to test that, and we'll see if we have to pull that trigger eventually. We've only pushed it down to easy once. It was for that one stupid fight, which was just ridiculous. Alright, I'm ready, Ross. I'm ready. I'm ready. Even if I've never seen the movie, I have got your back. You know, Lightning, not everyone's superhuman like you. My cousin Vinny. My cousin Vinny. My cousin Vinny. It's DeVito, right? I think?
Something bad's waiting for us.
Joe Pesci. Okay. I'm not sure I've seen that one, then.
Won't be going back that way.
We'll find another route.
Way ahead of you. See that?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen that. If I have, I don't really remember it. Sorry, I have failed you. For the last time.
Change of plan. Time for another approach.
A Few Good Men is one of those interesting movies. In that... Yes, I did, Peep of Good Faith. Thank you for asking. My niece was watching Spyro. In that, most people remember about 2 minutes of the film. And completely forget the entire rest of it. Not to spit on it, it's still a good film, but I think that a lot of people tend to forget that most of A Few Good Men is actually kind of meandery. Yeah, Jack Nicholson is barely in the film. They brought him out for the money shot, and it worked. He has cameos prior to that. And that's my 1 minute rumination. It's a very common thing that people will primarily remember the most memorable part of a film. It's funny how that works that way. What's the other Tom Cruise movie from about that time, which was very popular? Show Me the Money. That movie. You Had Me at Hello. Jerry Maguire. That's another excellent example of a film that most people remember like 1 or 2 scenes from. And not, you know, the majority of the film. By contrast, I would actually say Jerry Maguire is overall a better film than A Few Good Men. Even if it doesn't have that one smash success scene like A Few Good Men do. Jerry Maguire is a very strong character piece. It's all about Jerry slowly kind of understanding and learning and... Well, you know, honestly, I'm just going to put this as bluntly as I can. It's about him understanding empathy. And learning to actually give a crap about other people. I know how horrible that sounds, but it's true. Yeah, he learns to become a person. It's a well-done arc, honestly. Tom Cruise, for what it's worth, is actually a pretty damn good actor. A lot of people forget that. He doesn't have great range. That's probably his greatest limitation. But he's a good actor. Yeah, no, exactly. Most agents are just parasites. Garbage human beings that do everything they can to destroy people's lives to make their lives better. To rip a couple extra bucks out of them. Groundhog Day is a funny one.
You can barely see the top.
But yes.
Not even the seats, but...
I actually do, Evo. Evo asks, do I have a theory why a lot of good screen actors end up being bad voice actors? Because this is a fairly common trend. There are two dominant things getting in the way, I think. First is too many actors rely pretty heavily on their directors for giving them what they need to do their job. Now, don't mistake me. That makes sense. Your director really should be telling you everything you need to put in a good performance. But some actors can actually put in a good performance regardless of the director, right? You know, some actors can just turn it on and let the faucet run, for lack of a better way to put that. Obviously, then, the point is that a lot of video games and animated stuff don't always have good voice direction. Oh my god. Okay, this is literally faster. Let's just redo that. Oh, I could get rid of it if you want, Walker. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, Shatner is not one of those actors. He needs a director to pull his performance out. If you have that director, Shatner crushes it. Like a bug. As I will always say, a lot of people forget, William Shatner is actually a good actor. Well, was, obviously, a good actor.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Thank you.
The other reason, Evo, is because, in my experience, a lot of actors, they have this weird quirk where they rely on their body language to do their acting for them. As weird as that sounds. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's part of acting, and you're absolutely right. But the point is, they lean on their body language a lot, to the point where their voice falls behind. Jesus Christ! I hate this game. Sorry, you didn't hear that. Hayden Christensen's another good example of someone who can actually put out some really good acting when you know, given a good director. But yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, physical acting is a huge deal. It's a whole talent. There's a whole skill to it. That makes sense. But a lot of physical actors, for lack of a better way to put that, will not convey that acting to their voice. If I can use a counter example, oh god, what's his name? The guy who played Gollum, among many other things. Andy Serkis, thank you. Andy Serkis is an extremely physical actor. But the reason he sounds so good in voice acting is because he translates that into his acting. Like, if you've ever seen him in the booth, he is acting with his body while speaking with his voice.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Fine, get up. And that helps. It helps put you into the mood. It helps put you into the zone. It helps get the performance out there that you're trying to get out. Because you will change your voice subconsciously to accommodate the body that's moving. By contrast, a lot of actors, you get them in the booth, and they're just sitting there, usually on a stool, staring at the script, usually with glasses and the headphones on so they can hear the director, reading. They don't put anything into the performance, and so nothing is in the performance. Yeah, a good voice actor will know you need to do... Well, need is the wrong way to put that. But it helps to have physical acting even while doing voice acting. Anyways, that's my theory. I think that they just forget that entire layer of acting because they're so used to other stuff. And the direction problem. An example of when it's better to tell and not show. No, I don't think I can. A book. I mean, I actually thought about some technically answers like that.
Maybe we can.
But even as I was thinking about that, in most of those cases, if we translate the concept of show, don't tell into narrative format like a book, they're still showing and not telling. It is still considered bad writing to have a character, inside their head say, I realized that I was sad. I was so sad about the events that just happened. It made me feel angry. Yeah, that's just a writing thing, not a anything else thing. Okay, so hang on. I'm looking for... What am I looking for? As you know. So we can't afford Catalyst yet, that's fine. I'm ready, Evo. I'm ready. And it's wrong! No, I'm kidding. I would love to hear it. Please tell me. Please. Please don't kill me. Okay, kill me, Evo. Kill me, Evo. End my miserable life. Where's the... Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, that's irritating. It was at that moment I realized I was a total jerk. Okay, what am I looking at? God, it's no money. Yes, sister dearest. If you can hear me, she might not be able to.
I can. My cheeks are frozen. Feel my cheeks.
Why are your cheeks... Oh my god, what did you do?
Waited for the bus. It was...
Do we need to get you a full...
no, it was supposed to be a half an hour late. It was an hour late.
Oh.
So I've been standing out at the bus stop for a half an hour.
That will do it.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
So I'm a popsicle. Do they make Spyro for the Switch?
Yeah. The trilogy. The Reignited trilogy.
Okay.
I thought I have it and I don't. I have it on PC.
Okay.
No particular reason I mentioned this fact, but...
I don't need you to play it on the PC for the children. But if you need a gift for one of the children's...
Cat, what are you doing?
Then that would be a good gift. Hello?
Why are you helloing at your watch?
Because I answered a call on it.
Oh. Yeah, as you know, people don't talk that way. Exactly. Like, as you know, sis, today is the 5th of February. Like, even if I am conveying information to her, that's not how people talk. That's still bad dialogue, right? If she's like, hey, what's the day? I'll be like, the 5th. That's how that conversation would go, right? Okay, I'm looking for credit chips and incentive chips. Are they accessories? Are they weapons? What are they? Do I not have... Oh, there we go. Incentive chips. Hey! And there's our credit chips. As you know, Elizar, this is a stream that you're watching right now. As you know, the LGAs will be tomorrow. No, if I said that, I'm clearly making fun. It's not. No. Okay, so I need 36. Hang on. Not you. You, I think. Hang on, I gotta read what Evo said, but it's actually behind the screen, so I literally can't find it. So give me a sec, please. Okay, so I need 36 sturdy bones, of which I have 0. This is gonna be a lot of my money. Jeez Louise. Okay, whatever. And then I need crankshafts. Crankshafts. There we go. Which I also have none of. Oh, okay, there's the rest of our money. This might be enough to upgrade one item. I'm gonna actually save before I do this. Because that's like our entire reservoir of money from the entire game, by the way. I haven't spent a dime the whole game. So that's my lot right there. Okay, what did Evo say? Evo says, Dear Lore. Because Evo's actually secretly a boxer. A summary of a not plot-relevant event. Backstory sometimes there's a time skip. You don't want to show everything that happened to it. You summarize it in a couple of sentences, either dialogue or narration. Backstories work the same way. I guess that's true, but that feels like such a technically to me. So I'll give you the win, because humans need to win. So you win, Evo. I give you gold star. Boop. It sounds insulting. I don't mean it as an insult. Here. This in. Actually have that. Okay. Oh, right. I'm safe. Okay, so I need upgrade. I guess we'll upgrade the Axis Blade first to max. Although it's already ranked 3. What is max? I don't even know what max is. Well, we did just save. Okay, so we want to use our 36 sturdy bones. All of them. All of them. Oop. There we go. And then we use all our crankshafts. We now have a level 7 Axis Blade. That's not even max. Well, shoot. I mean, that's it. That's all I got. Sure, I guess. This is like the first major grind spot of the game, and they want you to grind here because you can get tons of money off of these enemies. But, like, I don't know. Well, whatever. Whoop. See, okay, no, you know what? I take the win back. Give me back that gold star. Give me that gold star right now. I want my gold star back, Evo. There's a star emote. No, my gold star. My gold star. No. Yes, I did, Elizar. I would never write something like that. That's the nicest, simplest, easiest way I can answer that. I gave you $300 back in September. Don't you remember? That is first pass the first pass writing right there. Maybe right off the top of my head. Where's my $300? And then depending on what the person says in response, it's like September. Hello. Or if they then say something like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll get it to you Friday." It's like, okay. You know, something like that. Like, there's ways to turn just about any sentence into something that a person would say. Dialogue's tricky. Dialogue takes a lot of work and effort. It's one of the reasons why dialogue is its own separate category for positives. Because good dialogue is actually pretty rare. Stop doing the animation so you can heal. Thank you. So anyways, I do want to give a legitimate disagreement here. You ready? You ready? Here it comes. It's me getting a knock at the door. Hang on. Hang on. Just... literally in mid-sentence. Literally. She's in control. It's very pink. You like it? You can't play up here, silly. You have to play that on your Switch. So what you're saying... There. A few steps in there. Because your mother's known what the actual. Okay, you can play it too. And then I'd have to find a game for that. But.
Okay. You said you would do it right this second.
Right this second.
You said you would do it right this day.
I am not doing it this second. I did not say that.
I heard that.
I would not do it right this second is what I said word for word. Now, you can have one of the fruit jellies, you can have one of the blue jellies, or you can have one of the peach jellies. Which one would you like? Both of you.
The blue jelly.
Okay, blue one for you.
Can I have
Grab.
the heart jellies and the blue jellies?
In that case, you get 2. What do you want for your second one? Do you want 2 of these?
I want one of those.
Okay, hang on. Let me see how many of you have your hand. It looks like you have more than one already. Let go. Okay. You do! You get 2. You don't get to cheat.
I wasn't cheating.
You were too. Now, here. So, we've got pink, red, and I think that's actually it at the moment. Pink or red?
Pink.
Pink it is.
Can I have?
Absolutely. Here, hang on. Let me give her hers.
I like the heart one and.
The heart ones are good. I've actually had one of those recently. They're really good. Okay, so let's give you a blue one.
Wait,
blue one.
2 or 1?
Just one.
Okay.
Because I'm also going to give you a heart one. See you around, Loke.
Wait, did I only get 2 blue ones?
No. You got 1 of each, just like you're about to get. Here you go.
Wait, did you try and get 2?
Me?
Try and no, Kayla.
Of course you did. Because she thinks she's super clever. It's because you are super clever. You're super duper clever.
Yes, I am.
I got her. Get her. Scooch, scooch. Scooch. Come on.
I like to go through the back. No.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm already out of the way. I got her. Got her. No, wait.
I guess I'm trapped in here.
Oh, come on. Come on. I gotta get back to work. I gotta get back to work. What? So anywho, the reason why Evo is the most amazing person ever is because she has a tremendous amount of universalism, which I pretty much value in a person. Just in general, really. Like, if there's one metric for what makes a person a good person, that's it right there. Oh, right, writing. I don't know. I don't want to get persnickety, and I really don't like getting bogged down in definitions. So I'll give you the win. You win, Evo. But if you asked me if narration was telling, not showing, I would disagree with that sentence. It's narration. Now, narration can be good or bad in its own right. That's a whole other bag.
Just getting started.
But it feels weird to call narrating telling, not showing. Because that's what you're talking about. Even narration out of character, which, you know, is a thing. In this very game, as it happens. We also have narration in character in this game. That's Vanille's comments as we've been going through.
You're nothing!
It's also worth noting, while we're on the subject, something I became only more aware of much more recently, is that there's a concept of showing and telling. Obviously, My Little Pony does that constantly. But actually, you want to know a really good example of that? It's Inception. A huge portion of Inception is dedicated towards exposition. In fact, some people tend to forget it's most of the film in terms of percentages. So a huge portion of Inception is just them explaining the premise of the setting. But in every case, while they're doing it, they endeavor to make something interesting about how they're telling it. So they are literally just telling, here's the rules of the setting. But it's all in character because they're actually telling it to another character, which helps. And they're doing it while also showing the very concepts that they are talking about. Yep, it's also foreshadowing. You're absolutely right. So that is telling and showing.
Just getting started.
Actually, yeah, Ross. Funnily enough.
You're nothing!
Keep a cool head. Thanks.
Well, as you know, Elizar, there is no acceptable time to tell and not show. Never! I mean, listen to Evo. She's actually been to university for this stuff. I am an untrained, amateurish lout.
New strategy!
Here!
Second!
Keep a cool head.
Oh god, Ross. That sounds terrible. Hey, Roxy. I mean, that's true, Eva, but I actually, if you remember, I started this whole conversation with a straight example of what telling, not showing would be in written format. I watched the man shoot my wife to death in front of me, and that made me very angry. That's telling, not showing, right there.
New strategy. Cheers. Come on then.
Listen, cereal is a soup, Evo. Obviously, God. That's actually hysterical, Roxy. You missed it, but earlier I mentioned how this is one of the only parts of the whole game I had no real memory of.
Keep the enemy off balance.
No, you're right, Evo. You are right. I feel like, for the sake of discussion, I don't think it's a meaningful distinction, if that makes any sense. Like, saying that narration is telling is not inaccurate. But at the same time, I don't really have much else to add to that, right? Like, that's kind of the end of that statement. It's like, yeah. Narration, of course, like anything, can be done well or poorly.
Nothing I can't handle.
I mean, we see that, obviously, it's cheating to use a non-written example, but if you have a portion where a character turns to the camera and says, "This is how I feel about this situation," that's kind of, huh? It's the same general equivalent. I have seen that happen, by the way. And not like when it was being done deliberately for the purposes of humor, just in bad storytelling. Oh, Fang's dead. That's... you know what? Let's just do this. Let's try that again.
You know what to do.
Just spend some time here doing some animations. No, I want you to do... Oh. Okay, never mind then. Do your stuff. See, the example... This has actually come up recently. We were talking about narration in this very game, and I brought up how to do narration well, and I brought up the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Fellowship of the Ring, specifically, which is a great way to do narration. But it almost feels like cheating to go to the Lord of the Rings trilogy to mention good writing. What's... help me out. What's another example of good narration in a work? Preferably a non-written work.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Like a movie or a game.
Out of my way!
The opening crawl in Star Wars. You know, that's an interesting... Thanks, Dad. Example of one.
Time for another approach.
It's so much easier to come up with bad narration. I'm struggling. I don't remember narration Endwalker. Help me out.
off balance.
You know what? Actually, you're absolutely right, Ross. I'm an idiot. The captain's log, which was literally invented so that they could quickly and easily get right into the action. You're absolutely right. Like, the whole... For those of you who don't know, the captain's log isn't just like some kind of memeing thing. It is very specific... Fang's fine. She's fine. It is very specifically so that the audience can just get right to the episode proper.
Here.
And yeah, they almost always have it just to set the stage, and then they play with it. Right? Like, the really good Trek episodes will have narration, you know, obviously, in the captain's log. And then things move forward, and then, oh, here's the actual consequence of that. A really good example of that is we are responding to a distress call in the such-and-such sector. And that's all you need to say, right? There's your captain's log. There's your narration. And then they get there and they see that there's this giant empty crater in the ground. And it's like, oh, okay. And there's your establishment. Also, not every Star Trek episode has a captain's log, because they don't always need it, too. And yeah, there are some captain's logs which are bad. So I will admit defeat for the first time. I will actually admit defeat and not just say that because I don't want to argue. Oh, Odo's captain's log? You know what, I'm going to call it that, because the captain's log is the trope. Odo's captain's log in DS9 was great. Don't spoil it, because I know there's at least 2 people in chat who haven't seen it yet, but it was good. It was good stuff. Oh, I see what's going wrong. I don't have a commando right now. Well, Fang isn't worth 1,000 gil, so...
Change of plan.
Who could forget? So Eleazar says, what do I think of an episode where it goes, previously on? Calling that bad exposition is inaccurate, in my opinion, because I don't think that's exposition at all. That's in case you missed the previous episode. It was dominantly a thing back when television didn't necessarily show the episodes in order. And it was somewhat necessary to establish where you were in some cases. Yeah, it's a syndication thing. You notice they don't really do that much anymore. Now, some shows do. Justified did that, and it pissed me off every time, by the way. Because it was completely unnecessary in that case. It's like the only flaw I can think of in Justified.
Sass?
Who is fine.
Enough. Is enough.
And then he... cops out. Personally and viscerally, I wish I could give this 3 negatives. Objectively, I can't. But this ruins what is unquestionably the best scene in the entire game. It is such a goddamn fake-out, cop-out bullcrap. I hate it! I hate it! You had this great build-up, and you've been building up the whole game. Zaz has been such an everyman, and he's been so under the gun and so beleaguered the entire game, literally going all the way back to the first scene. And yeah, and they even do a double fake-out with the scene that follows with him being carried away in the coffin. What is clearly looking like a coffin. And no, he just shot the wall over there. Why? You had it! It was right there! God, that's such a cop-out. Hate it! I hate it! Just, Sorry, this is like my... We talk about like personal negatives. This is my personal biggest negative for this entire game. Not anything else. Not the clip clops. Not the combat being boring and taking too long. Not the grind, which we haven't even reached yet. No, it's just... Yeah, this could have been such a great character moment and a great fulcrum for the entire thing. I even mentioned this back during the lore run, because some people ask, well, how do you keep having Zaz in the narrative? You don't want to lose Zaz as a character. That's easy. Have Zaz keep showing up as Vanille's, we'll call it hallucination, as a manifestation of her guilt. Right? Like, obviously, I don't want him to die either, because Zaz is amazing, but for the love of God, if you're going to go this far to kill him, then do it. If you're going to go this far to kill a character, do it. Don't fake it out. Faking it out just kills, pun intended, the moment. Kills the power and impact of the scene. I've been debating for, like, this entire run how to review this, because I don't think this ruins the previous sequence, but at the same time, it is kind of awful. Now, amusingly, with the advantage of time and expertise, I've decided that I'd rather than just having him die here, which would have been great, I like the idea instead that the fact that he is literally superhuman thanks to his glyph and his being branded makes him survive. He has, after all, survived being shot many times. No, I'm not really joking. Make it part of... This is part of the fate theme that the whole game is circling around. He puts the gun to his head, pulls the trigger, and it hurts. And, like, as he's recoiling from it, you see the brand kind of glow just a little bit. Just in the shot. And yeah, exactly. Like, he can't do it. The choice to kill himself has been removed from him. And just how much that could then further add to his character. Yeah, like a little protective barrier. Just, it's like, ah! And it would also answer a question that was asked in this very stream, like 2 days ago, which was, why don't l'Cie just kill themselves? The answer would be, they can't. They want to, in some cases, and this would be, because it makes so much sense, right? Some l'Cie, they say, okay, we're just going to focus on doing our focus, and nothing else. Some l'Cie freak out and run. Some l'Cie double down and just don't think about anything. And then some l'Cie look for an early way out. And Zaz could be our insight into that last mentality. And we see how it doesn't work. And once again, you can't escape your fate. Or rather, the idea is that you can't escape your fate. And so there's thematic significance, there's world relevance, and character building at the same time. That would have worked fine. He still would have taken the shot, because it still has all the impact if he pulls the trigger with the intent to kill himself, right? It still has the impact if he did it. The fact that he failed doesn't detract from the fact that he tried, right? I've actually talked about this very concept before. If you point a gun at someone and pull the trigger, the fact that it's empty doesn't change the fact that you just tried to kill someone. You don't just get off on that, right? Just because there happen to be no bullets in the gun, right? You pointed the gun, you pulled the trigger, metaphorically. Also true, Blade Tafal. And that could have given him his extra bit of oomph, his extra motivation from this point onwards. If I can't die, and if I can't get out of this, then I'm going to do everything in my power to change it. Because that is actually the real theme. It's not just the fate being inescapable. It is fighting your fate. It's right there in the very beginning of the data logs. Fighting your fate. So screw it. If I can't get out, and I'm not going to do their bidding, then I'm going to find my third option. Bam. There's your arc. Cool. Awesome. They didn't do that. Instead, he just shoots the wall. Sorry. I forgive me for ranting so much, but this is... I joked earlier. About how the Hope scene was the worst scene in the game. No. This is actually the worst scene of the game. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this. I just knocked something over. Hang on. Ugh. Got it. We're cool. Everything's cool. Anyways. Moving on.
Why can't I do it? I got no reason to keep living.
Can't even kill you.
You don't even have to change this scene. You don't even have to change the dialogue. Why can't I do it? I've got nothing left to live for. Why can't I do it? You don't even have to change the dialogue. It fits perfectly. He shoots. Bzz, shield. Nothing happens. Why can't I do it? Or Bragwin's idea with the Eidolon getting in the way, preventing him from doing it. Right? It still works. It actually fits better. God.
Freeze! Take them!
Oh no, they're gonna shoot us if we don't go with them. Oh, it's boobs. Seriously, look at that tie. Look at the tie. No, nothing around the tie. Just the tie. Just the tie.
You should be proud. Your son's a hero. The boy who saved Cocoon. We'll erect a memorial in Eden and put his crystal on display.
A memorial? He's a little boy!
As the son of a pulseless sea, he would have lived in shame and misery. Isn't it better he be treated with reverence as a monument to sacrifice? The next time your eyes open will be the last.
Well, I'll give you a hint, Game Geek. There's a reason there's a tongue right on her boobs. I'm sorry. I'm mostly memeing. It's whatever. I like boobs as much as the next guy. And or girl.
I'm pathetic.
It's just, come on.
That's my lie. I'm the one who lied to everyone.
Forget it. You can't change what's done.
But if I just told the truth...
Now. I've been thinking. You woke up from being a crystal once. Well, that means Dodge will wake up one day too, right?
Can I jump in here really quick? For those of you not aware, there is actually a specific rule set for them getting back up, which they don't know about yet. They just know that it is possible to wake back up from being in crystal stasis. And they're all clinging to that as their only hope. If you notice, that's like basically everyone's hope, right? Like, oh, Sarah might someday actually break out of stasis. Dodge might someday break out of stasis. And I actually I'm speaking this in a positive manner. It makes so much sense that they're clinging to any hope in a horrific situation as a means to keep them going. Because let's be honest, they don't know anything about how that works. They don't know how they get out of crystal or why or when.
What was it like? I mean, how did it happen? You were done with your focus, right?
I was chosen. I was made into a l'Cie to fight against Cocoon. It happened back on Grand Pulse, hundreds of years ago. We finished our focus, and we fell into a long crystal sleep.
Oh, thank goodness. Clothes. Not that I'm complaining, but where did the clothes come from? If they weren't, like, wouldn't it make more sense for the clothes to just be there? Instead of, like, reappearing? I don't know. Logistics.
Fang! We woke up on Cocoon to the start of a new focus. Fang, she'd forgotten everything.
Never explained.
And for me, just the thought of hurting people again, it was too much. So I lied. I played dumb, said I'd lost my memory. I wanted to escape my fate as a lessee. And ever since then, I've been running away from it.
Let us through! Block our way, you die!
You trying to get him angry?
Yeah, I thought maybe they'd run. There's been enough blood spilled.
You thought they'd run? Let me refresh your memory. Those soldiers think they're protecting Cocoon from Lassie. The Fal'Cie have them all brainwashed.
Fal'Cie? I have had it. We cannot let this go on.
Yeah, we need to get in connection with Bartholomew so he can tell us how to deal with this.
Hostile forces on board. Code green.
Okay.
That was weird. Why did the camera do that? Hi, I'm here to kill you. Should've run. Now you're gonna die in midair. And let me tell you, that is not as fun as it sounds.
Thank you. Keep a cool head. Feeling nervous?
So, on a scale of 1 to... how sick are you of the alarm already? Interesting, Roxy. That actually makes perfect sense. Yeah, it's okay. I am, believe it or not, I'm trying to hurry this battle as much as I can. It's probably not obvious because every battle in this game is designed to take 7,000 hours to beat. It could be worse. It could be FF10. Itu-tita. 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 Itu-tita.
Easy.
Sorry, Paid Maniac. It's okay, we beat the enemy, so now the alarm will go off, right? Right. Right. Oh, hey! It went away when I went to the menu. Oh my. Okay, hang on. Let's go over here. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Is it this one? Yes. Sell these incentive chips. Sell the credit chips. Okay. And then Oh god, what was it? Crankshafts, I think? Yeah, crankshafts. No, wait! Oh, okay, we're okay, we're okay. Whew! Level 9 is still not max. What is max level? That's all I got. That's all my resources. Is to get her sword to level 9. Oh, whatever. It's okay. Surely the alarm will go off in this next battle. Here we go. This is it. This is it. This is it. I can feel it.
Nothing I can't handle. You asked for it. Thanks.
Oh, come on, you have 1 health left. I am shocked they still do this much damage to me, as weird as that probably sounds. Oh, I don't look at the visuals at all anymore. My eyes are glued to the menus at the bottom of the screen. My input menu and the lower right, which is where my health buffs and stats are. I'm not looking at anything else. There's no point in it. It's just a bunch of meaningless noise. Which reminds me, are we thinking a negative viscerality or simply an absence of a positive? I've been chewing on that for a while, and we have access to a decent amount of kit, and we're 20 hours into the game now.
Hardly worth the effort.
God, that was a 5-star. It's ridiculous. Damn it. Where am I? Okay.
Time for another approach. Thanks.
I'll give you that Snow's got something going on. I like Brigwin's idea, though, honestly.
Appreciate.
Change of plan.
Sorry, what, Evo? Couldn't hear you. Blah, blah. Yeah, I'm debating what category that would be. I guess technically that's HUD. But it isn't. Oh no, you know what it is? It is HUD. Because you have to keep your eyes glued to it to tell what the hell is going on, right? It's technically a form of UX if you think about it. I do like air juggling, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I was thinking about this because I was thinking about viscerality in the FF series in general. And several FF games have pretty good viscerality. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 all have some really cool looking effects, with some good impact and some good sound design. And, hopefully Ross isn't here to hear this. One of the FFs that I actually could point to why I actively think there is bad viscerality is 10. Because it's just, I don't know, most of the spells are just kind of there in 10, and most of the attacks are just whatever in 10.
Be ready for the next
9 is actually my favorite for spells as well. Although, Pixel Remaster 6 might surpass that. If you have not seen Pixel Remaster 6's spells, there's a YouTube video of all of them. They're really good. But yeah, 9's the other pick.
Let's get this over with.
I cannot believe this alarm is still going. Oh, me too, Blade to Ball. They somehow made one of the best-looking Ultimas in the franchise look even better. How the hell? I almost wish I hadn't spoiled myself on that, because I can imagine the first time I see it just being like, dude! What, Kira? Why not? No! No! You know what? Hang on. Just because I have to suffer doesn't mean you do. You are welcome. My headphones are still in. So guess what I get to hear? I'll give you a hint. I'll stop. So, I believe it, Dreammaster. The funny thing is, this is a great grind spot. If you mute the game... Like, seriously, this is the first of the major grind spots of the game. What the hell? Did they put the siren here so that you wouldn't? They're like, wait. If the player decides to sit here and grind, we should punish them. Punish them for grinding. Oh my god, it's just drilling into my brain. Okay, hang on. Okay. Metroid did that. Several Metroids, I should say, did that. And yeah, it works really well over there. So let's get a little more money. And let's go ahead and buy another 36 of these. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to do like one thing here really quick. Because I want to see something. So, Cloud and Sarah, oh, yep, they respawn. Yep, this is your grind spot. This is it. There's a save point and respawning enemies who drop tons of money. These enemies, for a bit of perspective, drop anywhere from 500 to 2,500 gil a pop. Please keep in mind that when I started this chapter, I had 3,000 gil in my inventory. Now, yes, I hadn't been selling stuff, but you get my point, right? This is an enormous increase in how much gil we get all of a sudden. And we have access to most of the shops, which enable us to get the stuff to upgrade our gear. This is the grind spot. I'm thinking I should just take out my headphones, honestly. In fact, I think oh, there we go. Now I too sit in silence. Ah. Anyways. Cloud and Sephiroth are neat and all, but FF7 is a little bit lower tier than 13. So, honestly, I would put Sephiroth at about the level of Lightning here. Never mind future games where Lightning is ridiculously overpowered. I'm not even counting that. And yeah, they Crystarium cap you, so there is a level cap for any given point of the game, and that's all plot related, so there's nothing you can do about that. And there is a upgrade cap, too, which I don't actually know what it is. Could someone do me a favor and see what the weapon upgrade cap is for Chapter 9, please? Because I don't know the answer to that. I've already got a level 9 weapon, and it's not maxed yet. I don't think it is. I'm not even sure it's really helping, to be honest with you. Like, I don't really notice any difference in my combat capacity. I also don't really have another weapon worth upgrading right now. I'm not sure it's worth doing so, because this is a bit of a grind to get any given weapon up there. Also, why do they even need l'Cie or super magic or anything? Look at how much punishment these regular-ass soldiers are enduring. These are just grunts, I remind you. My god. They're just built different in Cocoon. So for a bit of perspective, they're also worth about, whoops, 400 Crystarium per thing. Whoops, wrong buttons, wrong buttons. Ah! So that is a little under half? Yeah, a little under half of a level per encounter. That's not great. That's actually pretty terrible. Oh, god damn it. I mean, yeah, but literally all these people are super soldiers, Zacto, so... Magical augmentation be magical augmentating. Yeah, I've already complained about the Cursitarium, but it really is just the sphere grid with less choices. And all of the bad... Ah, I didn't even get that! Oh my god. Might as well level snow while I'm here. Never know. Okay. Oh, right. So let's go back out. Because I don't actually feel like grinding here. If I get to the point where I feel the need to grind, I'm probably just going to bring out the cheats and say screw it. As much as I'd like to beat this game without cheats, I don't care that much. What are you talking about, Zar? Can't you see me in all my anime goodness? Another thing I will say, a lot of exposition, this is started Necro, a lot of exposition is the kind of, like I would say the overwhelming majority of exposition is something that you can naturally show through interactions, dialogue, and just visual storytelling, right? There's a lot that can be conveyed by how people talk, how people react, how people move, and just seeing things in the world. But that doesn't apply in every case. And I was actually thinking about that because something like FF13's world is pretty alien. Like, the rules of this setting are wild. And so it's not the kind of thing where you could just get away with being like people reacting to other people. You probably need some kind of straight exposition to convey that. It's the same thing with gameplay tutorialization, right? You can learn how to play a Mario game by sitting down and picking up the controller. Crusader Kings 3 is not quite in the same boat. You need that extra layer of, okay, here's what's going on. Right? And obviously in that case, that's still a lot more acceptable to exposit, to just straight up turn to the camera and be like, so here's how this works. There are still ways to do that and make that work and make that good. And I would still argue that this game did not do a good job with that. But you can. That's true. All those people on their phones, Blade Traval. We got to appeal to the phone market. Which makes so much sense, right? Let's appeal to people who have demonstrated by their very existence that they don't care. Sorry. Anyways. Oh, it's Lenora's. Right. There we go. It's another guild influx. There we go. I know. I am being facetious. I apologize, Blade Traval. I spit on Netflix writing. And I take every opportunity to do so. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Where's my freaking barbed? I'm blind. Where are they? There they are. Barbed tails. And then all the crankshafts. Well, level 11 is still not cap. Okay, I'm done. We're good. We're good. Let's just move on. This is already grindy to the point where I don't have any interest in continuing. Moving on. Oh god, I gotta put my headphones back in, don't I? Alright, let me put my headphones back in. Ugh. I'm ready. Oh Jesus, Mr. Red. Spoilers, the alarms are still blaring. I mean, level 13 cap would fit. I thought it was be like chapter. Hi, Rex. Chapter locked, but like, we're in chapter 11. My sword is level 11. It gets to keep going. What the hell's a lifesaver? Boosts HP restored to allies revived with rays. Nah, I'm good. If I get any auto haste weapons, oof. Excuse me. Oh god. So it's a fell lightsaber. That sounds terrifying. It'd be green. That's true. It would. We all know green is the color of good guys. I was actually glancing at the level 11, or sorry, chapter 11 weapon grind, and yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm not a big fan of the weapon upgrade system. So you might wonder, one of the reasons I was so invested in learning what the weapon level cap is. It's because thanks to the way the system works, like, so I build up an experience boost, right? That's what the 36 fangs are for. And I get to a triple boost, which is the max. Then, if I spent one actual experience item, which is the crankshaft on it, the boost goes down or away, depending. It's consumed. So I'd have to do another 36 fangs to get the boost up again. So you're encouraged to dump as many experience items as you can in a single bundle, without really knowing how many of those are going to go to waste, especially considering how incredibly expensive and grindy they are. So that's part of why I was invested in figuring out what the level cap was. It didn't matter. I didn't even hit it. I also, if I might be so bold, have not really been noticing a substantial power output increase, despite the fact that I now have a level 11 weapon. Like, you'd think that'd be a big boost, right? So, normally I'd be hitting all of these because this is some really, really good gil. And some good grinding. This is, I need to get this alarm out of my ears. Oh yeah, speaking of which. So her magic's 163, his is 137, hers is 113, and his is 95. And the other thing I want to check. So, to put this into perspective, this is the starter gun. This is the weapon I started the game with, right? There's the level 11 Axis Blade. That is pathetic. That is plus 15, it looks like. No, I'm wrong. That's 13. That's plus 13 additional strength and plus 13 additional magic over my level 1 starter gun. Literally started the game with it gun. Jesus Christ. I'm kind of feeling you on this, Rex. I'm also starting to see why I never messed with it. Obviously, I've cheated, usually, at this point, but, like, holy crap. 13 strength, Plate Triple. Defend that. Chocolina is still amazing. Thank you, Vanille. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Alright, time to split. Not run. There's a difference.
Gotcha.
Let's go.
I'm gonna laugh if the alarm comes back. No. No, don't do it, game. Don't do it.
Do I deserve to escape?
What? You'd rather die?
What?
'Cause that's gotta scare you. Scares me. Scares me so much. I think I might die of fright. So, I push myself to live even harder. I can just imagine Dodge laughing at me talking this nonsense. Right now, I'd do anything to see that smile. Stay positive, right?
No. No!
Careful.
We are 21 hours into this game, and we're still doing 2-player sequences. 2-party sequences. I need a moment. I just... Oh. Why are you doing this to me, game? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? What did I do? I thought we were friends, game. FF10 does make one sin with party composition. And it is a sin, and I will ding it when we get there. It's the underwater sequences. Now, the first one's the only one that catches you by surprise. I don't even remember what the first real one is. No, I don't mean the one at the very beginning of the game with Riku and Tidus. Nothing indicates that's an underwater sequence. Later on, you do an underwater sequence, a real one. And you're limited to, I think it's Riku, Waka, and Tidus. And they're the only ones who can actually act underwater. And that gets more irritating the more into the game you get. But, you know it's coming. Except for that first time. There's a reason I've always leveled Waka, Riku, and Tidus as my main party in FF10, by the way. And Lulu, because boobs, obviously. Vanille swimming. Lulu swimming. Yeah, that'd be great. Actually, that sounds kind of cool, Roxy. It's okay. Boobs have that effect on people, Giga. Okay. Valerian, please don't kill me. Please. Please kill me. Please kill me, Valerian. Just make it quick. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. God, please. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Kill me. Okay. Hang on. I'm right. Okay. Jotted down some quick notes. I really need to update the document. It's actually pretty far out of update. I apologize for that. That's on me. I suck. I'm worthless. I'm terrible. But at some point, I am going to sit down, hopefully tonight, and actually type all that nonsense up. I got a bunch of notes. Oh man, if good boobs made up for a bad personality, oh, I don't want to live in that world. Why did you say that, Giga? Okay, for those of you not reading chat, Giga literally just said, on the plus side, no more sirens. She knew. She knew. I think you're right, Rex, because I think we're going to Pulse next, I think. Oh, no. No, we have a boss fight. Oh, no. I just remembered the upcoming boss fight. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, remind me to get a backup save. Oh, shoot. I've already overwritten it, haven't I? Oh, no. Okay. This might suck. This might really suck. Yeah. And I'm not, like, turbo-maxed right now. Oh, speaking of turbo-maxing. Okay, so it's... What am I missing? Oh, I see it. From what I understand, there will be one last big difficulty spike after the one we're about to run into. And the last one is pretty far into the game. It's actually literally Chapter 13, so... We'll see how that goes. How much stuff did you do on Pulse, Rex? Because it's the FF10 problem, right? The final dungeon in FF10 is a huge jump up in difficulty from Xanarkand. Because they expect you to go do everything. Oh no, hang on, Blair. Let me go grab my phone. Yeah. Oof. Oops. What is this music choice? I'm not even mad, I'm just confused. Yep, we were just about to be executed, Giga, and now we're running from that. That is funny, Valerian.
Atta girl. How about some of this?
That is a good question, Ball. Unfortunately, there is no good answer to it. Like, there's no satisfies all conditions answer to that. So, the most traditional answer to this, and one that actually Square themselves have used for a long time, is the final dungeon isn't particularly hard, relatively speaking. Or, to explain this another way, if we were to put a numeric value on difficulty, we would say that the dungeon right before the final dungeon is a 9, and therefore the final dungeon is a 10. And then all the optional stuff is 11, 15, 30, and 57.
Like this thing's gonna keep us out.
I'm not sure that's a perfect solution, because if you go do all the optional fun stuff, then you completely roll over the final dungeon.
Code purple! I repeat, code purple! Security breach!
We went from red to green to purple.
We ain't the only ones cleaning house. Could be Lucy.
Could be Fang. Come on, let's hurry.
Let's go get rescued.
No, not this time. For once in my life, I am going to save her.
All right, now you're talking. Let's go.
Well, I was going to say, there's another answer, which is a lot of work, which could actually satisfy everything.
Security breach! All units on alert! Code purple!
All these colors, what's it mean?
Means we're doing our job. Making a lot of SciComm guys nervous.
Who are they fighting?
Anil.
And we're back. Yeah, actually, Expedition 33 had the same general problem. Now, Expedition 33 had the challenge thing, which kind of was a solution to that. So, like, okay, so that's option number one, the lazy scaling. Now, I'm obviously kind of against lazy scaling because it's called lazy scaling for a reason. But in some cases, it is better than nothing, right? missing? Nothing. So, you know, has a lazy, like literally, honestly, I think Expedition 33 kind of hit the nail on the head there. Have a option at a save point which says, how hard would you like to scale your content? And so allow the player to crank things up or down depending on if they do optional stuff, like I did on camera. Now, then there's true scaling, which is a whole lot harder to do. And requires a whole lot more work. It would effectively mean redoing and rebalancing a huge portion of the final dungeon. More than once, right? Because you would effectively have multiple versions of the final dungeon at that point. But that'd be kind of awesome if they did it, right? Even if they only did 2 versions, right? There's the normal final dungeon. That's designed to be done right after you finish dungeon number 2, right? Or dungeon -1. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, no, exactly, Rex. And then there's, like, the true final dungeon or whatever. Final Dungeon Plus. Kefka's Tower HD. And that's scaled for you having done every frickin' thing. I say scaled. What I mean is designed. It is designed as if you did everything. The Absolute Radiance Final Dungeon. You get the idea. I think that would be badass, but it would be a lot of extra work.
That means we're code yellow.
There's a yellow?
Code blue. If we were orange, that would mean...
The escapees made it through! They're entering the engine room!
No! Damn the sea!
Intruders located! They're on the weather deck, starboard side!
Make it rain!
What?
Desperate times demand flexibility. Code white.
Oh my god.
How is that? What's going on?
Oh man, see, now you've put that idea in my head, Rex, and I would totally do that if I ever actually make an RPG. You know, there's the final dungeon, and then there's the absolute virtue. No, just you know what? Absolute. It's the absolute version of the final dungeon. Ideally, the whole MSQ having an absolute version would be great. Especially in a game that would have New Game Plus, which mine would. Could you scooch, please? Please, could you scooch? Could you scooch, please? Thank you. Over here, over here. Over here, a little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit more, please? Just a bit, just a bit. There you go, there you go. Let me just... Ah, come on! Fine, whatever. Yeah, I've heard that too, Roxy, but don't believe the news.
Leave it to me. Watch and learn, kid.
Okay, you'll notice 13.2 is on the list and likely to be run. 13.3
We got this, Vanille.
I mean, in the interest of fairness, it's not like the resolution of that cliffhanger is worth a damn. You know?
Follow the whole man's lead.
I'll spoil it for you right now. Okay, hang on. For real, I'm gonna spoil the cliffhanger ending of 13.2. Mute me if you don't want to hear it. I'll give you a few seconds to do so. Because I want to stress that this is not a joke.
Watch and learn, kid.
Okay, so God himself shows up, called Boon of Elzeblah, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Listen, hey, Lightning, I need you to be my avatar of death and go kill everyone in the entire world so we can reset reality, which we do, like obedient little slaves. But then we're like, wait, what if we don't do that? So we kill God with friendship, and then, for one of the first times in the FF series, and then we reset reality and we end up on France. It really needs to be re-stressed that that is not a joke. I think they're just going for someplace recognizable. Honestly, a lot... Yes, we end up in Expedition 30. A lot of JRPGs, and I mean a lot, have that thing where it was real life all along. It is a very strangely common trope. No, I could point to you on the map where it is, Roxy. I don't remember right now. I can look it up, though. Anyways. Where it was real life all along. Or it turns into real life, or this is actually a prehistory for real life. You get the idea. It's a very, 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 very common trope. Especially in Japanese works. I don't know why. It's like a reverse isekai. Or isekai, or however you pronounce that. Isekai. I think that's right. So, yeah. Like, I would name examples, but just naming examples would be spoilers. But suffice it to say, this was a pretty common thing for a while there.
We got this, Vanille.
This is why I didn't want to fight this, by the way.
Watch and learn, kid.
It's not even just square, too. Again, I don't want to name examples, but there's a few. I think I can name one example, and it's only kind of a spoiler. Drakengard. Which is kind of a spoiler. If you know, you know. Okay, can I go, please? Thank you. God, game.
Damn it!
Well, isn't this great?
Oh, we're dead. Wait, seriously? Oh. Oh yeah, by the way, while we're on the subject, Chrono Cross. That's what we like to call an out-of-context spoiler, because that doesn't mean anything if you don't understand what's going on. Which I suppose is true for a lot of things. So, this is probably not true anymore, but there was a lot of movement for a while there that Versus was going to be set in real life. Terra Enigma, that's actually another good example of one. That's not a spoiler because it's one of the first things you learn is that you're on Earth. You're just in the ancient past, building stuff. Do I have? I do.
Here!
I mean, I haven't played this game in 9 years, so this has been a bit of a trip for me. Probably a gift sub.
Watch and learn, kid.
Because those tend to be randomized.
Follow the old man's lead.
Correct. And that's one of the reasons why Parasite Eve ended up there. Belly Valda. Don't worry, we'll be here for another about 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know why she keeps doing the sound effect. It's a very strange combat sound. Like, I know combat grunts are a thing. Yeah, that one, right there. I do not understand why someone decided that was the take they needed to go for with that. Now, what do you got here, Rex? Yeah, I was thinking about that one too. I am actually really curious where they're going to go with that. Alright, Vanille, or, oh god, I don't know the actress. Actress who's playing Vanille, we want you to constantly sound like you're in mid-orgasm. The whole game. Like, for every line? Yes, every line. Every line. Okay. Yes, especially then. Nothing is more arousing to your character than confessing your guilt.
We got this, Vanille.
You know, I just noticed he has the Zigbar gun thing when he does his final attack. Watch. Combine. See? Right there. I actually noticed that earlier, I just didn't comment on it. Some of my buffs have fallen off.
We got this.
Okay. I've now finished reading the entirety of War and Peace and Pride and Prejudice. It's time to finish the fight. God. Even the target time was 5 freaking minutes. That was a mandatory fight, by the way. No avoiding that one. I honestly think the answer is to go grind. Because I could have higher stats right now.
And we're decelerating. They up to something?
I don't suppose it could just be, I don't know, good luck?
That looks a lot more like bad luck.
You got a point.
Not to me. That we can do something about.
As I say, I think we're actually finally done with the 2 section. Which means we have one of the worst bosses in the game to look forward to. Hey, Mr. Red, you should play FF13. You should do it, Mr. Red. You like games like this, Mr. Red. You could overcome this game.
As long as I stay focused.
Look, if you want to torture yourself, that's your business. You're never going to watch Star Trek anyways. I long gave up on that. And that's your business. I ain't here to judge you. Just look at how many... Like, this is probably about a half an hour of trash I'm just running by here. I just want to say that. Like, this is not an insubstantial amount of trash here. Ah! He juked me. He juked me. You know what? Actually, I disagree. Let's run from the battle. There we go. There we go. Let's try that again. Oh, yeah. I was ready for you that time. Okay. This is mean, but it's more interesting to me to play the game of dodging trash than fighting it. No! So close. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Keep the enemy off balance. Thank you. You're nothing!
Holy crap. Fang's dead. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, Fang's dead. Let's just not. Let's just not. It is, in fact, L1. Don't mind me. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. Nope, not here. Not here. Nothing to see here, officer. What the hell is this thing doing here?
How you figure this makes us lucky? Because when we kill it, we're one step closer to Vanille. How's that? Well, when you put it that way...
I don't even remember there being a fight here. God. Okay, whatever. So there's no armor to speak of in this game. This has actually been a thing for a little bit. Since... I want to say FF7. There's weapon, there's accessory, that's kind of it. There's a couple of exceptions to that. Obviously FF9 has a full suite of equipment, but... yeah. In other words, there's no real improving my survivability outside of just leveling and gaining more HP, or getting an accessory that increases my HP. Apparently 7 has armor. My bad. Hang on. It's not that I don't believe you, but I completely don't believe you. Hang on a second. I already said 9. Nobody listens to me. I will admit I am using the wrong terminology, and that is my fault, and I apologize for that. So let me be more clear. Several of these games don't really have what I would call equipment. In FF10-2, for example, you don't even have weapons, you just have accessories and nothing else. In 7, which I'm struggling to find a good picture of,
Dinner.
Nah. Well, we're not at, well, we're obviously 20 hours in at this point, but we're still not at the point that most people are referencing when they talk about that. Anyways, in FF7, I think it's like accessory, armor, weapon. So 3. And then in 10.2, it's just accessories. In this, it's weapon plus accessories. In 16, it was weapon plus accessories, I think. I don't even remember in 13. Yeah, 10.2 is a weird one, because in 10.2, your class was kind of your weapon. 9 obviously has equipment, using correct terminology now, like a full equipment suite.
What are you talking about?
Equipment and a boss fight. Let's defeat the boss, because then way I can go to dinner.
See that boss?
What do you think?
That's the boss?
That's the boss.
The dragon?
Mm-hmm.
That dragon is actually really big and hard.
Yeah.
Especially with its lightning wings and those crystals.
It does have both lightning and crystals. That's what I'm going to do about it.
Get rid of its crystals, because the crystals are shooting the lightning.
Good idea. You are so smart.
So then it'll die because it's harmless.
Mm-hmm.
And it just likes the sun because of its crystals. And the sun reflects off the crystals, and that makes them lightning. Have lightning, but without its crystals, it can't do lightning because there's no crystals, and that will make it not have crystals, so it'll die.
Yep.
Because there's no crystals.
You are too smart. She's really good at figuring out stuff like that.
Oh, look, his health is so low. I think 100 only? 100 is his health.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, his head is upside down.
Yep. He does like to be upside down like that. I wonder why.
I don't either. Do we jump up and... Do we start with his face and then the wings?
Maybe. We have to get him staggered first, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
There we go.
And then its tail, of course.
Well, obs.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But the tail is easier to get because it's closer to the ground.
That's right. You are too smart for this game.
Thank you.
There is not this level of complexity in this game. You are way too smart for this.
How am I too smart?
Because the game is not good enough to support your ideas.
Ooh, we finally killed it.
No.
It's electric.
Oh, here comes the next one.
Uh-oh. It's still upside down.
One big fat stroke of luck after another.
Oh no. You have to pause the game on this one.
You might have to, yeah.
Dinner. I think there's gonna come more and more and more.
Come down here.
There might come more and more and more.
How did they blow a hole in the wall?
I don't know, but they got there. Wait, is this the same game from last time?
Yes.
There you are.
They're
You, the monster.
They're friends. Oh, we have to go
Yep.
right now.
I'll be back. I'll be there, brother. Okay, go.
Eating
go,
hug. No,
go,
no.
go get dinner. So, round 2. Killed all my buffs, of course.
Will be very full. But all my ideas.
Keep a cool head.
I mean, I've said more than once, I unironically think that Zaz has a legitimately cool visual design to him. It's actually a category for the LGAs, which I plan to nominate him for. Speaking of which, as a reminder, tomorrow is the LGAs. For real this time.
Come on then.
Are we buffed? I didn't even check. Yeah, we're buffed.
Eat this.
I was actually just thinking about that, Rex, because I feel like there's some game that does actually do that, and I can't remember which. It would have been a relatively modern one.
Come on then.
I can't remember though.
New strategy.
Do it, Giga. Remember, the only thing that prevents things from being nominated is you not nominating. Don't fall into the habit that a lot of people did last year where you thought, oh, well, someone else will nominate it. No, go ahead and nominate it. If there's any duplicates, I make it a point to go in and clean out duplicates myself. So don't worry about it. I don't know if Heroes Don't Need Pants is technically a meme for this game. How many of you even remember which game that was a meme from, specifically? So for those of you who haven't heard that story, back in the Final Fantasy Marathon, which is the first time I ever streamed these games, this was a long time ago. Like, towards the beginning of my entire streaming career, long ago. And during that run, we had a whole thing where you could vote for what you wanted characters to be named. Whoops. So, the winner for the first 3 characters of FF3 was Heroes, Don't, and Need. Now, completely unrelated to that, the 4th person's winner was the word Pants. So the character names were Heroes Don't Need Pants, and that's fine, that's funny and whatever. But there's a scene very late in FF3, it's actually in the final dungeon, where Desh shouts the main characters' names in order. So all of a sudden Desh jumps out and he says, Heroes Don't Need Pants! Yeah, I kind of lost it.
Thanks.
Pants! Need! Don't! Heroes! Pants need, don't heroes? Yeah, that sounds about right.
You asked for it. Keep a cool head. Eat this!
Oh god, it does, Rex.
Thank you. You asked for it.
Now for the 3rd version of those things.
Vanille!
Fang!
They're just friends. Ignore where Vanille's right hand is right now.
You've still got time.
Fang, there's something I need to tell you.
Making me worry like that. We'll talk later, Missy.
What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Nothing. So, what's on the agenda?
Toppling the Sanctum?
No, I mean really.
He's serious. We're gonna take down the Sanctum and give Cocoon back to the people.
Didn't you already decide that was a terrible idea when the one person with a functioning brain in the entire game, Bartholomew, said, "That's a terrible idea," which was immediately followed by him saying, "We should sit and think about a better idea," which is immediately followed by a smoke grenade.
The Fal'Cie have called the shots for long enough.
If we pull this off, it'll be a miracle.
Well, good thing Lady Luck's on our side.
So anyways.
Yo, this is getting really old.
Check this out! A miracle. Grand Pulse style! Vanille, go fish.
Got it!
Freaking Dragoons. Alright, who's ready for the cutscene from the opening cinematic? That is, by the way, only the second time that Al has showed up. Or fourth, depending on how you're counting. Yep, there it is. There's the shot from the opening.
Believe in Lady Luck now?
Yeah. Lady Bad Luck.
What is he holding on to?
Time to purge a Primarch.
You got it! Yeah!
I hope you're holding on well, Zaz, because, you know...
I had my doubts. But I also believed that if we stuck together, somehow we could change our fate.
Roll Roll thematic credits? Isn't that a good thing, Giga?
Daisley's through there.
We're still gonna have our talk. So let's survive this first, yeah?
She was originally the main character off the deeper end. Time to begin the game. Our final... Oh my god! Oh my god! We are like 22 hours in and we've just unlocked the ability to change our party. Start of the game. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, tomorrow, LGAs. And I don't know when we'll be done with LGAs to get back to FF13. So LGAs until we're done. I'll see you guys.